Here's Claxton. Collins with the defensive effort.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
First personal foul.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Back to Reed. Pass to Rozier. From behind the arc. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Well, since entering the league in 2015, Rozier's done a nice job improving his three-point shot. Taking more of them, too.
To the paint. Here's Harris. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Harris has got his second basket of the game.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Outside Reed. Fires for 3. McCollum pulls it in. Las Vegas trails by 10. There's no question about the skill level of C.J. McCollum, a long-time NBA star, Stan.
Well, look, at this point, it's just muscle memory for him. From so many spots on the floor, B.A. One of the things that impresses me the most is how he scores against good defense.
Now here's Mitchell. 9 points in the game. Inside. Collins. And Collins with the slam.
Collins so active around the rim.
Here's Rozier. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hanging up there like that. Foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul of the game. Now Mitchell. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Here's Reed. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. And so it's Collins who brings up the ball for Las Vegas. It's a 10-point game. That'll be the first of 3 games played at home. Out to McCollum. Clock at 6. From deep three-point land. Sends it home from three-point land. McCollum's got his first 3 points of the game. Reed in the post. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
The burst and power of Mitchell on full display. This guy's incredible.
The 3. And Las Vegas, another 3.
Well, he started out strong, and he's only getting stronger. Could be a huge night for him.
Coach, I've heard you say one of the most frustrating things to watch is a team that beats itself.
Yeah, B.A., I think one of the things is before you can win, you got to make sure you don't lose. And when you're doing things like turning the ball over or fouling needlessly, those are probably the 2 biggest areas. Those are beat-yourself types of stats, and it's hard to get away with those at the highest level. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his first foul. McCollum outside. There's the triple. Hart pulls it in. Beasley left side. To the middle. Here's Reed. Hart from long range. Second shot opportunity. They get it back. They shoot again. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Las Vegas call. Substitution for your home team.
Here's Las Vegas. They're on a 20-7 run. Harris right side. The three. Can't get it to go. 3 for 5 shooting so far. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Rozier. And here's Claxton. Oh, stolen by Harris. Jones from outside. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. They lead by a bucket. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. For three, Collins. Reed with the rebound. And Rozier, here we go. Reed in the post. A slam dunk by Reed.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Stan, you look at Nas Reed, he gives you some size, but he is a dangerous scorer, especially from the perimeter.
Absolutely, B.A. And also, Reed is one of the most entertaining players to watch. So many deflections, blocks, dunks, hits threes. He does it all.
Pass to Doncic.
That's a backbreaker for the defense. Doncic nailing the shot right before the buzzer.
Now here's Sexton. Launches a three. Oh, great D that time from Doncic.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss. That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Johnson with a bucket.
Yeah, look at Johnson dialing it in from long distance.
Doncic outside. Outside Reed. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
Their first miss after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
Well, keeping his eyes up. Coaches love to see that kind of anticipation.
Down low. Back to Rozier. Outside Hart. Three-pointer. Gets the 3 ball to go. Hart got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, this is encouraging to see. Rozier actively looking to get the rock to his guys.
Collins a screen. Mitchell drives in. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Nas Reed.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
That one's no good.
Well, that's not the focus we're used to seeing from him at the line. He's usually rock solid from there.
Here's Doncic. Doncic punches it home.
Defense was all over Doncic, so he smartly uses a pick to get free to shoot.
And the foul on Josh Hart. That's foul number 2 for him. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Substitution on the court.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Inside. Here's Jones. And the dunk by Jones.
Well, when guys like Jones elevate, watch out.
The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. 16 points for him.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
He had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. Here's Claxton.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Kicks it out to Collins. No good on the three.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Claxton. Collins with the rebound. Las Vegas trails by 4. To the middle. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And Johnson plays with a lot of power, especially close to the basket.
There's a minute 47 left in the third. Beasley for 3. Collins with the rebound. And here comes the break. And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Mitchell. He's got 16. Jones misses. Pass to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Back to Mitchell. Kicks it out to Collins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Mitchell. Here's the 3. Claxton with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
And here's Trent. The kick out to Nance. Got it. Good job in the low post. Nance has got his first 2 points of the night.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Here's Mitchell. 16 points for him. He's got free throw attempts 4 and 5 here. And he knocks down the first one.
You know, I've got 2 words to describe Donovan Mitchell. Dynamic scorer. You put this man in just about any situation, and he'll find a shot no matter what.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Trent with it. Beasley outside. Back to Trent. From outside the arc. Doesn't go that time. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth.
Your home team
Up by 4. And
Las Vegas 48.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Rozier outside. To the paint. Here's Hart. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Pass to Jones. Las Vegas moving that ball around. And the call will be against John Collins. That's his first foul of the game.
Well, that's only his first turnover of the game, but you know he'd like to have that one back.
On the wing, Rozier. Back to Hart. 6 on the shot clock. On the take. Uses the glass on the layup.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Collins. The shot, no good. Pass to Doncic. Screen by Hart. There's the three. And it's Doncic missing. Las Vegas trails by 6. Shot's good by McCollum.
Well, that's the thing about McCollum. He can absorb the contact and still complete the play.
And here's Hart. Back to Reed. Takes the three. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Mitchell. Collins a screen. Kept alive. And Collins with the slam.
Using all of his length. Collins able to grab the offensive rebound and finish the play.
Now here's Rozier. And he dunks it down.
And he's just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Soft touch off the glass. Collins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, John Collins has a rangy build, so he has multiple ways to get points inside.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. And he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we've worked too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart, let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Outside Reed. Shot clock at 5. Doncic on the wing.
Well, and after making just one triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Oh, a nice shot by Collins. Stolen by Collins. Now Mitchell. Yes, sir! Mitchell from long range.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the play.
Doncic outside. Hart. They double him with Harris. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
Oh, and that is how you make a bold statement. Overcoming that size differential and throwing it down.
Outside Rozier. Doncic outside. Reed sets a screen. And it's Doncic on the drive. 6 to shoot. Outside Reed. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
McCollum outside to take the lead. Knocks down the trifecta.
Certainly a guy you can rely on in pressure situations. McCollum is a savvy vet who can get it done.
Outside Reed for 3. McCollum with the rebound.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Well, what I like about Collins is that he doesn't play outside of himself, and that's why he shoots high percentages.
1:21 left to play in the fourth. Here's Hart. And a one-handed slam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Rozier looking around. Doncic outside. Reed sets a screen. From downtown. From 18 feet. McCollum with the rebound. And it's Las Vegas with the ball. It's a one-point game. And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. He launches. Oh, no good. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Oh, he misses the layup. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. Just don't want them to run out the clock.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
At the line for two.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. McCollum fires! Oh, the long ball, no good! And so they get the victory.